Hey guys, I'm Rain and today we present you with 15 upcoming FPS games coming to the PC, the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch in 2019. Here they are arranged by their release dates.
Genesis Alpha 1. Set in a near future, experience self-destructive regimes and corrupt policies in this roguelike shooter from Radiation Blue. To save humanity from these corporation tyrants, lead your Genesis ship and be the best captain the galaxy has ever known. Travel to the great unknown and manage your space vessel, farm resources, and at the same time, deal with terrifying alien infestations. It's a mix of hardcore first-person shooter with roguelike elements and ship customization features. Every journey you take is randomly generated. Discover new planets, encounter asteroid fields, or survive hostile encounters as you explore the void. But it's not just that. Develop your own army by cloning your crew and use groundbreaking technologies to create new life forms. Collect resources from various planets and upgrade your mothership while you're at it. It's a promising sci-fi shooter that comes out this January 2019 on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. After Charge. Pump up some neon and use your first-person shooter skills in this 3 vs 3 competitive shooter from Chain Awesome Games. Engage in fun, neon-lit skirmishes against invisible robots against invincible security squads. The game is divided into two teams. One party tries to sneak around to destroy all the energy extractors on the site, while the other defends them from surprise attacks. Do whatever it takes to strategically defend and attack your opponent's tactics before they can make a move. Offering a unique visual experience, it features asymmetrical characters where each character offers widely different abilities to vary from your team's strategy. Aside from that, online multiplayer and matchmaking makes every experience worthwhile as you play with other players from across the globe. It comes out this January 2019 on the PC, Xbox One, and the Switch. Overkill's The Walking Dead. Oh man, The Walking Dead games can't seem to catch a break. We've known how huge Robert Kirkman's zombie franchise is, but we've never been given good games to deal with. Telltale's very own Walking Dead is already down in the dumpster now, and Starbreeze's latest Walking Dead isn't really a fun game to play with on the PC. This time, Overkill, the creators of Payday, decides to put our zombie survival fantasies in Overkill's The Walking Dead. Based on the critically acclaimed source material, players can be left to survive in a doomed Washington, D.C. The game's focus on co-op is a game changer compared to previous Walking Dead games. There will be role-playing elements present throughout the game and also stealth mechanics. Not to mention, VR is supported. Currently out on Steam from way back November 6, it didn't get good feedback. The game suffers from a myriad of issues including unsatisfying combat, repetitive gameplay, and technical issues. Although it's not the end for the game yet, we're hoping they manage to resolve most of their issues once they release it on the PS4 and Xbox One this February 6, 2019. Far Cry New Dawn. Far Cry's upcoming installment is welcoming a new dawn in more ways than one. Amidst their sea of white male leads, this new title brings not one, but two female leads to center stage. There was a bit of a fuss around that, especially along with the rather bland box art tease that came along with it, but now that the world is in full view, boy does it look good. Set in a post-apocalyptic paradise in full super bloom, Far Cry New Dawn's revamped Hope County is budding with the promise of their signature guns and vehicles gameplay. It continues the story of Far Cry 5's countryside cult as its citizens fight for survival 17 years after. The first direct sequel in a while will all prepare to meet some familiar faces from the past title. Making up for their recycled, albeit renewed world, the game will feature an expedition mode to add more variety. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on February 15th, 2019. Metro Exodus. Deep Silver's take on a Russian nuclear fallout is getting its third installment, and it's gonna mark many changes for this series. Based on the novel Metro 2033, the series has been known for exploration of the underground transit system. But with this latest entry, Exodus finds its characters out of their familiar environments and into the vast and beautifully hostile Moscow wilderness. With this change in landscapes comes even more ways of broadening the game's horizons. Exodus will also feature large-scale levels that will feel like an open-world experience. Setting the stage for exploration with 4 different hub worlds according to the seasons, there will be so much more surprises to discover. Dive deeper into the world of survival with a host of new weapons, a brand new inventory, and an innovative crafting system that will feel a lot like The Last of Us. A stunning and scary survival shooting experience, it's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One this February 22, 2019.
And if the heretics come for our life.
Rage 2. Sure, the post-apocalypse is an oversaturated place, but you might want to reserve some love for Bethesda's sequel to their over-the-top shooter. The next chapter in their chaotic Rage series, this sequel takes us to a new color-splashed land of discord and disenchantment. Combining the heavyweight forces of id Software and Avalanche Studios, we get a culmination of their video game specialities from Doom's shooting, Mad Max's vehicular action, and Just Cause's dedication to destruction. All that combined makes for a fantastic open-world romp. Set in a seamless world of Cronenberg-level ugliness, bask in the radioactive glow with Last Ranger Walker as your tour guide. What sets this title apart, unlike royale-crazed FPS competitors, Rage keeps faithful to their single-player experience. Drive around in radioactive sewers, mow down mutants, and maybe get some powers along the way. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One spring 2019.
Are there any games you are looking forward to? Let us know in the comment section. If you want more of What to Play, you can go right ahead to What to Play Live, where we play the latest and greatest games. Link right over here.
Insurgency Sandstorm. Focus Home's interactive tactical FPS aims to bring the best of both tactical military simulations and fast-paced shootouts into one package. Starting out as a humble Half-Life 2 mod, Sandstorm shows just how far they've come. Engage in lethal close-quarters combat and fulfill objectives with your squad. What makes this game so good is the intensity of modern combat and its high-quality sound design, which makes you really think you're inside of the war zone. Customize your characters and head straight into the game. Coordinate with your team, smash down your enemy defenses, and ride vehicles with the machine guns. Powered by the Unreal Engine 4, the visuals are just the icing on the cake. Despite some performance issues on the PC, there have been plenty of positive reviews coming out of their beta phase. So we can't wait until this game comes out on the PS4 and Xbox One this 2019. Doom Eternal. id Software's sequel to their Doom 2016 is not fooling around this time. A huge improvement from their 1993 classic and obviously an upgrade from their 2016 reboot, the sequel takes us back to the shoes of the Doomslayer who's hell-bent on destroying whatever demons come his way. With the added mobility of his grapple-powered super shotgun, huge visual overhaul, and an army of murdering demons, players can get right into their action. Not to mention, its updated glory kill system makes pulverizing those pesky creatures satisfying. Making up for their questionable multiplayer mode way back in 2016, Doom Eternal introduces a whole new multiplayer content that will please old and new fans. Eternal's invasions are coming to fill that void, letting you drive into their players' campaigns as the demons themselves. With its gameplay trailers, videos, and teasers, it's raising the bar for an already legendary shooter. It comes out sometime this 2019 on the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Wolfenstein Youngblood. For a series that's begun in the pixel-rich days MS-DOS, Wolfenstein has enjoyed a remarkable longevity. Luckily for the Wolfenstein series, the Nazi killing never gets old. A year or two after their recent Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, this standalone spin-off will see protagonist BJ Blazkowicz relinquishing the center stage to his two twin daughters. Set in the alternate 1980s, play as either Jessica or Sophia and help them navigate the Nazi-infested dystopia. Taking a break from the main campaign, this brand new co-op adventure is Machine Games' best answer to Wolfenstein 3 Void. While there's not much info on the actual co-op mechanics from what we've seen in the trailers, the two characters will have their own fighting styles, which makes for an exciting Wolfenstein experience. Work together with a friend to infiltrate the narrow streets of Paris. Something to fill the void before Wolfenstein 3. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One in 2019. Generation Zero. We already know we're getting good stuff from Avalanche Studios, but this latest title is out to prove it once more. Set in the 1980s Sweden, take a dip into the explosive world of this FPS where hostile machines lurk around the otherwise serene countryside. An open-world action game, participate in a game of cat and mouse and fight against the hordes of metal machinery. It's a world of hunt or be hunted, so use your creative sandbox environments to guerrilla your way out of a tight spot. Whether it's lurking, crippling, outright destroying the enemy, you'll have free reign to choose your own tactics. While Generation Zero has a choice of solo gameplay, you can also gather around up to 3 of your friends in their seamless co-op multiplayer. Featuring a full day of night and day cycle complete with unpredictable weather as well as a complex and continually learning AI, the Generation Zero feels like it'll be an explosively immersive ride. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One in 2019. Descent. With reboot after reboot coming out from long-established video game giants, it's safe to say that the 90s are definitely making a comeback. Everyone's just rushing to get that stroll through memory lane. Now, with the help of Descent Studios and Little Orbits, the iconic 3D spacecraft FPS is finally getting the star treatment. Showered with a well-deserved graphical makeover, the Descent of our childhood days remains true to its roots. Get behind the wheel of their space pods and enjoy the 6 degrees of freedom reborn. With this reboot, there will be 20 different ships on offer, each with their own distinct roles in the Crossfire for different kinds of playstyles. If you're one of the many people that love the first and second installments of the original, then this is nothing short of pure joy. Relive your childhood memories when it comes out this 2019 on the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Hold up, this is not your usual Wolfenstein game. For the first time in the series, kill Nazis in virtual reality. Yes, you heard that right. This first-person shooter is set 20 years after the events of the New Colossus, and players assume the role of a hacker working for the French. But instead of a good old Nazi shooting, you'll spend most of your time hacking Nazi robots and turning them against their creators. Aside from that, the best thing about this VR shooter is it avoids the rail-free experience. Players are not bound by camera restrictions and super scripted scenarios like the Rambo video game. It allows the player to enjoy the freedom of a first-person shooter while at the same time killing more of Hitler's goons. It's coming out sometime this 2019 on the HTC Vive and the PlayStation VR. The Outer Worlds. This is a welcome surprise during the 2018 Game Awards. It's a bit of a stretch to call this the real successor of Fallout, but with the disappointing release of Fallout 76, it might as well be. It's directed by the creators of Fallout and currently being developed by Obsidian Entertainment, the team that brought us Fallout New Vegas and South Park Stick of Truth. You play as a colonist who just woke up from a long hibernation in a colony at the edge of the galaxy. A colony that's on the verge of destruction caused by corporate greed. There are little info on the actual gameplay, the loadouts available, how big the world is, the factions, and other minute details. I guess we'll have to wait for more details leading to the launch. Keep in mind that there might be delays. The Outer Worlds is expected to release on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One sometime this 2019. Blood Remastered Edition. Night Dive Studios, a studio whose mission is to bring lost and forgotten gaming treasures back, are going to hit us with another nostalgic hit with a remake of the classic PC FPS by Monolith Productions from 1997. The original was said to be one of the most underrated shooters of the decade. If you can't guess from the title, it's a horrific shooter with cultish themes. This remaster will borrow its retro-futuristic looks from the original, only with updates that will make it more compatible with the current gen systems. And that's it! The developers said that they want to preserve what made the original so special and then make the experience better for contemporary audiences. For now, all we know is that it may be out on the PC sometime in 2019. Scavengers, another game announced at the recent Game Awards. This one puts us in the shoes of spacefaring soldiers who must band together so they can survive the dangers that lurk in this alien planet. After the planet's natural dangers are conquered, that's when the real fun starts. A winner-take-all battle. If Midwinter Entertainment could develop a game that could perfectly balance survival, cooperation, and competition, all of us would win. That would just be extremely cool. Make it happen. No pressure. For now, we don't know much about the game, including how many players could play per match, nor when the actual game will be released. So go right ahead and reserve yourself a slot to beta playtest the game while we all collectively hope that Scavengers will be released sometime in 2019.
And those were the upcoming FPS games for 2019. If you love this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to become a certified What To Player. See y'all next time, guys. Bye!